Hi, my name is Christina Russell and I am applying for either position. I love kindergarten, I love first grade, and I have a lot of experience with both age groups. So I am from a tiny town in northern Michigan. I moved here about 4 years ago, and as all Michiganders do, we use our hands to show you where we're from. So here's the lower and upper peninsula. I'm from a tiny town called Charlevoix, and it's located on Lake Michigan. And I went to college in the upper peninsula in Marquette, Michigan, which is on Lake Superior. I went to Northern Michigan University, and while I was there, I worked at the YMCA, which actually gave me a lot of my abilities that I have today as a teacher. I was not only a lifeguard, but I was a swim instructor for ages 6 months and up. I taught special needs lessons. I did the after-school program. I did summer camp. So I wanted to make sure that I was still working with children while I was going through college to gain that extra experience. After college, well, towards the end, when I was figuring out what I wanted to do for student teaching, my sister got married in McCall. And so I came out for her wedding, and she offered me a place to stay while I did my student teaching. So I got placed in a first grade classroom at White Pine Elementary School here in Boise, Idaho, and I loved it. It was way more diverse than any other thing that I've done, any other place that I've been, and I just really loved that about that school and just about Idaho in general. After graduation, I didn't get a job right away just because I graduated in May, and so there wasn't a lot of time, but I did get a lead teacher position at New Horizon Academy in a 4-year-old classroom. And after that, I worked in an elementary school called Peace Valley Charter School, and that was a Waldorf school, so that was very new to me. I knew nothing about it, but charter schools actually loop, and so I taught in a first grade classroom and then got my same kiddos in second grade, which was super cool. I really got to know their parents, their families, and their learning styles, and so that was really cool to see. I did end up not really enjoying the Waldorf philosophy as much as I thought I might, and so I decided to try something else. So after that, I ended up going to a Montessori school, so another learning philosophy, and I was in the older class, which is 3 to 6 year old, and then I ended up actually being a lead teacher in the toddler classroom, so it was a little bit different of a setting, but again, I got to learn another learning style, so I can take some of these things from both and kind of place them into what I want to be as a teacher. And right now, I am a nanny, so I have a little 1-year-old that I nanny every day, and she has 2 siblings who are 7, they're twins, and so while they're at home or they're on spring break, I actually get to tutor them, so I get to use my knowledge of the Common Core and what I know about first grade and actually get to help the students that are the older sibling of the baby that I nanny. So I'm just looking to get back into teaching again. I started teaching at the very beginning of COVID and all of that, and so it was a little bit different of a first year of teaching, but I really want to be in the classroom again. Something that I really am passionate about in the classroom is just being very nurturing. I feel like I'm a very genuine person and I'm very adaptable, but my biggest thing while I'm teaching is to make sure that my students feel safe and that it feel comfortable, because if students don't feel safe or comfortable, they're not going to learn as much as they would if they do feel safe, and they're going to want to come to school, they're going to want to learn, they want to have fun, but most of all, they want to feel that they are safe and cared for. And in my free time, I am very passionate about being active and being outdoors. So I play soccer. I'm on a soccer team for co-ed and a women's, and it's just kind of a little side thing. I just joined a bowling league, which is very new to me. And I like to swim, I ski, I snowboard, I used to do downhill racing, I do running. I ran 4 half marathons now, and I hope to do a full one someday. And I just like to be outside and be active, and so that's something that I also like to bring into the classroom. I'd love to take those 2 things that I'm passionate about. I'd love to get the kids outdoors, I'd love to get them active, all while making them feel safe and nurtured so that they can have the best learning experience that they can. Thank you for having me do this interview, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.